Hello, welcome back to the Football Terrace. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please hit the like button, share button, retweet button, and everything else. Hope you're well. What are you guys putting I's and L's in the chat, live chat for? That's very strange, but hope you're all doing good. Just on my way out today, family day out. This evening though, make sure you're tuning into the Football Terrace live. We've got interviews with Kieran Maguire. We're going to be going through the financial element of the Jadon Sancho Man United deal, plus other situations involving clubs and spending in this post CV19 era. We've also got a very interesting interview with the publication that broke the news today that Matip may be looking for a move away from Liverpool and to PSG. So make sure you're tuning in for that. Really looking forward to seeing what they have got to say. And we're going to be bringing you that interview exclusively this evening. Wanted to focus on a story we mentioned briefly this morning, but aside from that, it's kind of rearing its head now on social media. Do me a favor before that though, please hit the like button, please hit the share button. Really, really important to us as a platform that you do that. And also to everyone tuning in, please go into our description below and download the Hot Mic app. They're our title sponsors. Use my promo code TFT and come and follow the Football Terrace. Really important that you do that to keep us moving forward. Hi Barrow Plays, hope you're well, hope you're good. Darius, hello to you, sir. Hope you're well. Callum, I hope you're good as well, my friend. Yeah, so I want to talk about this because there's a big report today that Man United are angry, frustrated at the media for the report that came out about Raul Jimenez joining Manchester United. And I think what's interesting about that, it's a deal that we spoke about here on this channel, as we always do. We talk about all transfer deals that come in, but it was one that myself and many others kind of didn't feel correct. There was an element of this deal where you just felt, doesn't quite make sense to me. Doesn't quite make sense to me as a deal. And not so much from Man United's point of view, because Raul Jimenez is a top player. But Wolverhampton Wanderers, it didn't feel like something Wolverhampton Wanderers would do. Man United have come out through their kind of trusted journalists and really condemned a lot of the mainstream media for these sort of fake links to Manchester United. And I think that's one of the elements I'm proud to read this sort of stuff, because that's what we do as a channel. Our job is to read the articles, put them out there, and to give you, the fans, an opportunity to say whether you think it's real, false, unlikely, whatever it may be. So it's good to see Man United call these things out. The problem that you have, though, in terms of stopping the media, is that United can't come out directly and say which deals are real and which ones are not, because they don't want to show their hands in public. So it's almost a perfect storm for the media. They can say what they want to a degree, as long as they can prove a source. Man United are never going to take them to court over this, so there is never going to be a kind of case to answer to. But it's important for us as fans to look at these stories, look at what journalists are printing them, and then think about the validity of it. Think about how likely is that for both clubs involved, players, agents, etc. Convinced this content format is driving Terry insane. I don't get what you mean. Explain. That doesn't make any sense to me. Hi Terry, will we really sign Sancho? Listen, bro. Chelsea fans have been telling me for a year that Jadon Sancho to Man United is impractical, improbable, highly unlikely. For me, it's always been a dot on the cards. By the way, we're going to now jump into a live Q&A, so any questions you have, please feel free to answer them, but make sure before you do, you hit that like button. Media always spread stories that are not true. Well, again, I used to blame the media a lot for this, but I think it's more now clubs, players, agents that pass these stories on. And we're in a world now where media is 24 hours a day. Lots of things are printed. It's about us as fans deciphering what we believe is right and what we believe is wrong. There's a fake journalist, a fake agent that started talking about a deal yesterday. Someone sent me a DM and I'm thinking, how do you not know this guy is fake? Who's driving? Not me. My other half is driving. I wouldn't be sitting here streaming looking at a camera like this if I was driving. I'm not a madman. But yeah, it's you need to understand what makes it. Like this Kasper Schmeichel deal, it just doesn't make any sense. It just does not make sense. If we didn't have Henderson coming through, maybe it would. But we do, so it doesn't. I did read about United being annoyed by false rumours. Yeah, of course, because it causes a problem. It drives up the prices of other players. Do you actually think the Sancho deal will be done this week? As I've said, I'm not convinced by that. I'm not convinced wholeheartedly, this notion that there's a deadline, because I think Man United will, I've always said, I think we'll pay between 90 and 100 million pounds for the player. I just get there's more of a money. I don't think is the issue. I think it's more about Man United not being dictated to. I think we were absolutely bent over a barrel for so many years in the transfer market. I now think there's this element of the club wanting to ensure that we assert our power. However, if somebody else suddenly gets involved in this deal, we have to act. Are Liverpool going to sign anybody? That's a good question. My opinion is yes. I know that we had David Lynch on, who said that it would need somebody to leave. Well, Lallana's gone, Lovren's gone, Matip might now be on the way out. I think Liverpool will sign somebody. I think Liverpool will make a signing. I think Liverpool will sign a top player. I still think Thiago will come to that's my personal belief. I think that's what's going to happen. What do I think of Diego Carlos? I don't know much about him. I've read the reports that Arsenal were looking at him, and that's all I know. I've not done any real study on the guy. I will have a bit more of a deeper look myself, but as I said before, like, I'm not a connoisseur of European football, so I don't have opinions on players in leagues that I watch very rarely. What I will do though is use Y-Scout. I will review the statistics. I will then watch. Remember, I'm very fortunate to have that app, and it gives you can watch aerial duels, defensive duels, one-on-one plays, one-on-one defending, how they pass out from the back, and there is a clip of every single one of these statistics, whether they're successful or unsuccessful. That gives me an opportunity to really review and scout the player. But yeah, listen, hit that like and share button, goes, your daughter has woken up, bless her, there she is. Freya, say hello. My son's asleep. He's gone, look at him. And then you can see the baby in the reflection. Yeah, that's my hell there. Jimenez isn't coming to Chelsea, but Jimenez is. Yeah. Terry, how worried are you if the players get injured in the Europa? That's a good question, Joel. I mean, there is a bit of a dilemma surrounding the Europa League. There's no doubt about that. However, what if we rest all our players through the Europa League, we don't win it, and then they get injured in the first game back in the Premier League? It'll feel like a missed opportunity. So I think if you live your life in the world of woulda, coulda, shouldas, I think you'll find yourself in a situation where you're really frustrated and angry all the time. And for me, I want us to play, once we get past LASK on Wednesday, so from Monday onwards, play our strongest team. What I would like, and I don't know how to articulate this in the exact way from a science point of view, but use the sports scientists, use this Europa League campaign as almost a mini pre-season. Make sure the training and the recovery, the way we do things, has got to be done in that way, but you've got to play the games to a fairly intense level, win this tournament, get this sort of monkey off of Ollie's back in relation to, you know, not having a trophy at the elite level. It ends that conversation. It gives us we'll see what happens with City in the Champions League, but if we win the Europa League, finishing third, you know, it's the second best performance of any club for the overall season in the Premier League. Great achievement for Ollie's full first year at the elite level of the game at Man United. Adds to his trophy collection. Of course, he's won 2 league titles and a national cup in Norway. So for me, play the strongest team, get it done, make sure we've got signings coming in. Marble Halls TV here says Ollie needs a trophy to prove his worth. I don't think he needs to prove his trophy to prove his worth. It's just, I think it gets a few things off his back is all. Doesn't need to prove his worth to me by winning this trophy, but I just would like him to. Top 4 alone shouldn't be good enough for United. See, marble halls, that's a really good point. Stroke, I think there's a question in there, although it's a bit of a treat it as rhetorical. It's not good in the overall grand, and I think the overall grand scheme of things. But this is where you have to apply context and timing. For where we are when Ollie took over, on the journey that we're currently on, it's good right now. In 12 months' time, top 4 in the Europa League, winning that isn't good enough. It isn't. I'd rather, coming second, being closer to the title and getting to a quarter-final, semi-final of the Champions League is a better season than finishing third and winning the Europa League, in my opinion. And I certainly won't be as happy with us if we have an identical campaign next year to this. I want more wins, thus more points. I want to be more secure in the top 4. I want to go deeper again into the. But more than anything else next year, I want to be ready by the end of the season to sit there and feel confident that the following year we can have a genuine title challenge. If we challenge for a title this year, I would be shocked. Of course, hugely happy, but that would be ahead of time, ahead of schedule in relation to that. Super chat here from Josh says, Terry, love the way you deal with haters, Terry. Can I send my missus over and you can teach her how to chill the F out? Listen, I'm good online. I'm not particularly chilled in my real life. I'm a bit of a stress head. Especially when it comes to the kids, I'm a worrier. I don't like them. Like Freya wants to jump on the bed. I panic, sit down, don't move. I don't even like her trying to put her own shoes on. I feel like she's going to fall over and break her ankle. So I'm a bit of a worrier in other areas of my life. But on social media, it's not real. Like half these trolls, if they saw me in the street, would either ignore me or want a picture. So yeah, from that point of view, I'm about to go through the Blackwall Tunnel because I'm currently on my way back to the glorious, glamorous Essex. So it's going to cut out when we go under this tunnel for a bit. When it does, just stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Please make sure you're downloading Hot Mic. I really want to have a big push on that. We want to get to 3,000 followers on there by the start of the new campaign. Terry, are you a ladies' man? No, that's not me. That's not me. No. That's a funny question, but no. I'd love to. Terry, would you slap these trolls? No, because context is important, not just for being trolls. I mean, if one of these people actually properly approached me in the street and got aggressive in my face, if I felt threatened, I would use reasonable force to defend myself. I suppose that's how I would answer it in a politically correct way. But there we go. Colchester United. But Arsenal alive. Yeah, it's going to go though, because I'm literally, it's not the Black Tunnel, it's the Dartford Tunnel I'm actually going in. Hello Terry, what is the latest on Sancho? We did a full show on Sancho earlier on today, so make sure you go and check that out. It's on our YouTube channel, go check it out. Terry Conte, is unhappy with the Inter board. Listen man, that guy is a loose cannon. That guy is a loose cannon, bruv. And I remember when he was linked to Man United and everybody was like, yeah, let's bring him in, no longevity in that man. Like, I used to work with this lady, I'm not going to say her name, and I used to call her the SWAT team. She was like the best person I'd ever met. She could go into a business area of the organisation I worked for that was in proper trouble, you know, underperforming, bad behaviours, investigations, whatever it may be. She could go in and for an 18 months, maximum 2-year period, shake it up, get it back in shape. So she would struggle, the business would start to fail, the business would fall apart, and she wouldn't be able to build anything beyond that. And that's what I think Conte is. I think he's a SWAT guy. Bring him in for short-term success. Bring him in to fix a problem. Don't think about him as a long-term manager. That guy is volatile, bruv. Volatile. Real volatile. Let's get some Q&A questions in here. Terry, You are so experienced. Could you please teach my missus a few things? She's not bad in bed after all. Mate, I'm not even reading any more of that out because you wouldn't even say that to your missus's face. Who is that? I don't know who these people even are you're mentioning. Terry, who is the best team in Essex? It's either Colchester or Southend. That's all that exists, bro. Would I rather have Sancho or Kai Havertz? Sancho, because we need someone in the wide positions. We don't need Havertz. Man United have the best, by the way, just been named PFA Player of the Month again. We have the best attacking midfielder in world football. It is Bruno Fernandes. He's our guy. So we wouldn't need Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is an excellent player, but Man United don't need him. Why did I start reading that? Well, I'm dyslexic, so I can't read ahead of time. I have to read as my brain reads the words, right? So I often have to read it. I have to read it out loud sometimes, as well, just to get it out. And I got halfway through it, and I was like, "Oh." When he was saying, yeah. Anyway, Werner and Ziyech, arch oxygen, but you know that isn't true. By the way, hit the like and share button. Please download Hot Mic with my promo code TFT. Lewis Las Vegas here says world football, he's not even the best in the Prem. Oh, he is he's the best. It's just going to take some of your 18 months to 2 years to realize it. Do you know what is amazing though? I'm going to put this out there now. For years I've been told that the reason Paul Scholes can't be better than like Gerrard and Lampard is because they have more individual player awards, more player of the months, more man of the matches, more team of the year appearances. Suddenly Bruno Fernandes is getting all these individual player awards, and the fans of these clubs want to act like he doesn't deserve them. Which is, again, I'm not taking them overly seriously. He's getting them great, well done. It isn't him winning the Player of the Month awards that I'm holding up as the accolade. It's the goal to game contributions, it's the impact he has on the team, it's the drive. But isn't it just amazing? Isn't it just amazing how when Hazard wins Player of the Month awards more than anybody else, that makes him the greatest ever wide attacking player. When Bruno Fernandes starts winning them, oh, it's a PR team, it's a flaw. You see the logic there? You see how people don't keep the same energy? You see how their logic leaves them? Silly peoples. Is there any updates on Kai Havertz? Yeah, we did that yesterday on the channel. Dean Henderson or David De Gea? I feel like I want to give Dean Henderson a chance. I would like for him to be given an opportunity to go out there and deliver. Thoughts on number 13? Terry, why don't United go for Havertz instead of Grealish? Because Kai Havertz wants to go to Chelsea. So I don't want Man United to go out there and try and prize a player away. If Kai Havertz was interested in Man United, that would be a very different conversation. He hasn't shown that kind of interest. He hasn't shown any kind of want to come to Old Trafford. Let him go to Chelsea. Let him be successful there. I want players like Jadon Sancho that want to wear this badge. But listen, do me a big favor, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Take care. Goodbye. God bless.